baby, where don't poke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So only party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. Yeah. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of your favorite talk show. This is the Talk to M talk show brought to you by Epic Radio 99.3 FM in collaboration with Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. I mean him so. Season's greetings to all my listeners out there, and thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you for supporting the show all through, and you have been an amazing supporter. Thank God for your life, and I pray that we all will see next year hale and hearty again as we will continue to bring you amazing show. So we designed this show to help young people, mentor them, coach them, and help them in terms of all their social challenges. Just giving them an insight, just helping them with the information, arming them with enough information to help them through decision making, what they want to become in life, what the decisions they're making. And I mean, you can't avoid these things. You have to face them, and that's just the reality. When we were growing up, we didn't had too much of these sort of opportunities, but we want to use platforms like this to provide opportunities to young people to make better decisions and better choices, and that's why this program was designed. So thank you for all your support over the past couple of weeks, and we have brought to you amazing show, amazing people and expats. People have shared their experiences, and you also been a part of it. So you can also be a part of the show by sending a text message on 079-994-993, or you can call us on 079-994-993. Share your experiences, tell us, talk to us. We want to hear from you. We would like to hear from you. We would like to hear what you have to say. This show was designed to be an interactive one. It was not designed to be a one-way show. It was designed to hear from my listeners, and also we figure out how we can resolve some of these challenges together. I always say I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not the highest grade of reading the dispensary. Now am I the strongest Avenger? I'm not even Thanos. But what I know is we will figure it out together, and that's why we are here for. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. This is your favorite show, Talk to M, coming to you on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. You can listen to us on radio 99.3, or you can watch us live on Facebook live streaming. We are on the topic of career development, career path, career development, career choices. That's where we are. We started that topic last week, and last week's show was amazing. So today we have a great show for you, a great show. But we're going to take a short break, and then I come back. When I come back, I'm going to tell you all about what we have for you today and how we are going to take the show. See you in a bit.
Famous to all the baby where don't poke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. So only party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. Yeah. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow, next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up.
Yes, we are back again. This is your favorite talk show, Talk to M, brought to you by Epic Radio 99.3 FM, and I am your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. Straight to the topic. So we started the topic last week, and it was on career choices. Your career choices, where to begin. And last week we turned the mic to our audience, and we did a vox pop, and we spoke to a couple of students in the streets, and we heard from them. It was a very funny and mixed, reviews, from the students when we asked them about. We asked them 5 questions. What is your name? What stream are you in? For those in the senior secondary school, we divided the respondents in 2 groups. One was senior secondary school respondents, and the other was they were university students. And we asked the question, what's your name? What stream are you in? Do you intend to go to a university after you complete your WAS? If you have the requirement, what do you intend to study at university? What do you want to study why you want to study and why you want to study this particular thing you want to study, and what do you want to become when you're older and why. And then we asked the same questions, and it was an amazing review. If you want to hear that, you can go back to the live stream for last week and listen to those epic reviews. It was fun, and we delved deeper into some of those reviews as to why some of those answers were obvious, and why some of those, and how can people benefit from those answers, and what can people learn from those responses. And today we are going to continue on from where we left off. And before we continue, we were basically handling some of the challenges some of the challenges that are actually impacting students and young people from making career choices, and we went through 5 of them. Let me just, for a quick review, I'll just go through the first 5. I'm not going to talk about them. You can listen to the previous shows for that. Let me just list them. We identified lack of self-awareness as one of the reasons why most students do not make better career choices, or don't even know what to do. Limited information, parental and societal expectations, economic uncertainties, fear of failure or regret. And so we're going to continue onwards from that one. And so as we progress, the reason why we must, I don't want to be somebody who's all doom and gloom. I don't want to say, you're wrong for not doing the right thing, or I don't want to be that guy, that old man who points fingers at young people and say, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. And the young person would ask, well, you did not provide us with enough information. Where are they? Where is the information? How can I don't know where to go to for the resources, that I need to make the right decisions. And so I want to be that person that provides those decisions, but also identify and realize real life challenges that impedes young people from making the right decisions. Yes, there are real life challenges. There are actual societal, economic, and other challenges, financial challenges that impedes young people from making decisions, and that's why we are discussing these challenges. But the ultimate objective is to let you know that yes, there are challenges, but there should not be any reason for you not to overcome those challenges. I mean, there are no excuses. Challenges, yes, they are there, but also they are there to be overcome. They are there to be huddled out of. So it's not an excuse to say, oh, because of the challenges, then I make unable to do it for do. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear solutions. We want to hear how do you overcome those challenges, and we want to arm you with enough information to overcome those challenges. And that's why the first thing we did was list down all those challenges. So yeah, let's go to the 6th challenge. So the 6th challenge we identified was overwhelming choices. So now, for those of you that are not familiar with when I talk about career choices, what you want for becoming alive. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. What you want for doing the next 5 years. What do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself becoming? What do you do to, first of all, feed your family? Because that's the first thing. Feed your family. What do you do to not only feed your family, but also serve people? And beyond that, what do you do to contribute to national development? What do you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? Basically, that's what we're talking about, career choices. And we are analyzing and discussing some of the challenges that impedes young people from making such choices at the early age. And one of those choices is overwhelming choices. One of those challenges is overwhelming choices. What do you mean by overwhelming choices? I mean, say you have too many things to choose from. So there are people, I think I mentioned this the last time. First of all, let's isolate this. You have people that are called polymath. So polymath are people that are excellent in diverse areas. I mean, I grew up with some boys, they know how to play football so well. They can play with both feet, like left and right feet. They are so excellent at playing football. When they play, they excel at playing football. Now, this same guy can play basketball so well. He's so good at playing basketball. When he touches the basketball, you think he's a Kobe. God rest his soul. You think he's an Allen Iverson. I mean, he's so good at and he was a point guard as well. He used to bully us when we play against them. So I played football and basketball at the same time, and so I would go to the football pitch and I'll see him. I go to the basketball basketball court, I will see him, and he's damn good at doing both of those things. I'm not saying he doesn't even do them for fun. I mean, he is like a real sports enthusiast, an athlete, like a real athlete. He took it very seriously, and so you have people like that, and you have people, they cannot only do both so well, they can also do academically they're very strong. They're very good at mathematics, they're very good at other subjects, they're very good at logic, and those people are called polymath. Polymath are people who they have excellent skills in all these areas, and they are afraid to hone it on one specific one. They are afraid to just say, I'm going to commit myself to becoming just a footballer or a basketball player or a cybersecurity expert. They are afraid to do that. So what they do is they would become all of those people. They know how to do graphics designing. They know how to do journalism. I mean, they're excellent at doing it. They know how to do project management. They know how to do cybersecurity. They are cybersecurity experts. They know how to do everything. So those people are called polymath. Now, it becomes apparent if you're young, in choosing something, that I don't want to tie myself, doing this one thing. And then it becomes a reality to say, oh yes, I think I'm a polymath, because I don't see myself doing one thing because I know how to do multiple things. And you are one of those people I'm speaking to. So sometimes you go through those challenges because you have multiple options, and you don't want to tie yourself doing one thing. If you ask them to go do DJing, they're perfect. I mean, they have their turntables. They train every day, every night. They're perfect at DJing. But you see them on screen to go and act. They can act for you like they're Idris Elba. They're good at fashion design. They're good at multiple things. And they're not just doing one thing. They're doing all those things all at the same time. So those are polymath. Now, overwhelming choices are for mostly, that's the first aspect of it. The second aspect of it is if you have those multiple skills and you see yourself doing multiple things, all you have to do is, there's always that one thing that you love the most. If you find yourself, you don't want to be a polymath, but you just want to choose one from the options that you have based on the talents, the skills, and the competencies that you have, that you possess, just look for the one that really brings you so much joy. There is always that one thing. Just like a way parents and born and beginning. I like them born to for beginning. When one get to say, I like all equal in a lie. They have that one that they love the most. It's just natural. So you have to find that one that you really love, the one that thing that you really like to do, that you find fun, and then somebody once said, if you really do something you love doing, you would have never worked a single day in your entire life. And so that is exactly what you want to do. Love to do that one thing and hone in on it. Look for resources, look for people that can help you grow in that space. Research, read, and open yourself to learning more, and so that you can hone in on the skills and competencies on that particular thing that you love to do, that brings you so much joy. That's for overwhelming choices. Now, and also just try to narrow it down, and then you'll be able to do it. Access to resources. Now, I'm from Sierra Leone too. I grew up here. I went to school here. I went to Moitown Army Municipal School. And I also went to the Sierra Leone Grammar School, and I went to Football College. So I schooled here in Sierra Leone. It's not little like I come up space, so I'll be there Europe or America. No, I went to school here. I know the inherent challenges that we face here in terms of limited resources, but that's not an excuse to become excellent or become proficient at what you do. There are no excuses in life. Stop making excuses. Be accountable to yourself, right? Now, I'm like I said, I agree. We have limited access to resources, but at the same time, there should be, and there are no excuses for succeeding and for making it all the way through. Okay, I recognize that. Yes, when I say access to resources, sometimes I told the story last week. I grew up with Papa a police officer. My mama, she started working as a security guard at Mamioko Hotel, right? But it didn't limit, I wasn't limited to that. I used their pain and suffering as a motivation to get out of that bubble, to get out of that rat race, So that is what you should do. Use that pain, use that, when you see them wake up in the morning and go do something for mega salary, tell yourself that I'm not going to become like them. I'm going to do better because they are doing this and putting all this work so that I can become a better person, a better version of myself. You should use that every day when you pray, when you do your meditation, when you talk to God, when you sit down and do introspection. You have to do that because that's how it all begins. And when you start thinking like that, the first thing you need to do is go to where the resources are. Thankfully, there are a deluge of resources out there on the internet. I mean, social media has made it's a place where you can find anything you want to do. YouTube has been a perfect repository of everything and anything you want to become in this life. You can go on there, teach yourself whatever it is, and become excellent at it. Right? So there are no excuses. If you buy data every day, go on a TikTok scroll all day, you do nothing about it, you're wasting your time. Use that opportunity to learn something impactful and start doing something impactful. So yes, access to resources, true. These are challenges, but how can I, overcome these challenges? Identify where these resources are. Keep searching for these resources. Look for guide. Ask people, how can you tap these resources and how can you continue to learn from these resources? How can you take these resources and hone in on them? And how can you take full advantage of these resources? That's what you should do, okay, as a young person out there. Some people they couldn't fund themselves, or they couldn't see themselves through school because their parents couldn't afford it. Yes, we have those people, but also that did not excuse them to become dropout. Some people, they humble themselves. They figure out a way to pay their fees. I'm very certain. So we get a number of people in IASO where they listen to the show. They not get our parents and we get enough money for paying fees and sitting through university. But I bet you these are the same people that are very unserious. They have given up on life. They're not doing anything to figure out ways for paying fees. Now, there are multiple ways. I understand, yes, the dodoti. So many evil people are out there. People are taking advantage of other people. But there are also good people. There are also very decent, God-fearing, and good people. The problem is, it's very hard to find a young person these days that is humble, honest, and intentional about their personal development goal. This is not the problem. So there is this difficulty in putting that fit together. Most of the Bobo then just want quick wealth, quick riches. Most of the Titi then just want quick rise to success without actually going through it. You know that you're coming from a poor parents, poor family. They can't afford. Why can't you just humble yourself and start serving, offering your service? Go, if you see that man, now big man, it drive motocar, or now big man, he gets a house and he live comfortably. Go offer service to that person. Go help him. I can wash your car. I can do your laundry. I can be your errand boy. Why can't you see yourself doing those things? Be extremely patient, serve genuinely, and understanding the energy of this person, saying, possibly grateful, and see where that takes you. Possibly grab it not for no. Ain't not for no. The first 2 days we go book for him. If you not give anything and you didn't even talk about, say, okay, you know what, you not give courage, self. They don't say this person a condescending person. You can easily identify people that are condescending and people that are highly supportive. It's not fun though. Some people not get the cash, but they're very supportive. They can point you in the right direction. Why don't you do that? But you sit there, I don't get money, I don't get access to resources, and so you just give up in life. That's no excuse. That's on you. Not to your papa, not to your mama, not to your uncle, not to your auntie. It's on you. Hold yourself accountable. Now, you have also things like mentorship, okay? Now, before I talk about mentorship, this was something I was really thinking about, talking about today, as I was, reflecting on what I'm going to talk about, and this came to my mind, and this is very, very serious. In the past, when I was growing up, the thing about apprentice, let me go back. My mouth. In the past, when I was growing up, apprentice used to be a word that was attached to so much. It had so much respect. It was attached to somebody who was under the tutelage of, a master, somebody who really understands their craft, somebody who knows how to do what they have to do. They paid that price. That was what the word, it had so much value. When they say you're an apprentice, it means saying you're the master in Bobo. Apprentice, they used to work under the master for years. So this is how historically, this is how it began. So basically, people will send, people identify successful people, right? Parents will identify successful people. And then in their craft, maybe as a trader or as a, whatever it is, as a mechanic or as a, civil engineer, whatever trade that person might be doing. But they are a master at doing their craft. They're really good at doing their craft. And so they will identify these people and say, son, I want you to go, as an apprentice under this person and learn from them. I want you to really avail yourself so that this person can teach you, what you need to become. And when they are ready, they will release you. So technically, it was a way where you would go under that person, you will learn humbly. If that person says, go do this, you will go and do it. And when you come, and then you come back and report. When they pay the master, they cut whatever percentage. The master doesn't, it's not going to forgive you 50-50. It's not going to forgive you 70-30. No. The master decides the percentage to reward you because you are still learning under his pupillage, right? The master, they cut small thing, it give you. And then when you survive under them. Sometimes you don't even live with the master. Sometimes some they say go. It used to be a thing where people learned so much. They learn so much. They learn skills. They learn trade. They want to be patient and work under such people. They become exceptional because that master became a mentor. Automatically became a mentor. Became somebody that you were directly benefiting all these, life skills from. So it was like a master apprentice. And after years of learning that work, we don't sabi the work, the master then they decide now, say my son, my protege, now is the time. I think you're ready for go out to the world and become your own man, open your own business and do you. Now I am going to release you. I'm going to give you the blessings and let you go and succeed. It used to be like that. And when that master bless you, when he give you that blessing, proclaiming blessing, when you go out there, things are going to work for you so smooth, so easily because you got the blessings from the master. That was how apprentice and master, used to work. But since when the apprentice were and I put that and take that title, that title lost in value. From whenever we begin and call themselves apprentice, that title lost its value. Then begin to get say, they begin to get dirty one. Not they cop them much in the morning. They curse people every day. They embarrass people every day. That title lost its value. In fact, society changed its meaning. The word itself became radioactive. Nobody knows how to become an apprentice anymore because the association said that put apprentice. We lost it entirely. We have lost it. That's how you get so much quacks out there doing work and they say, I land under Mr. Kagbo or I land under Mr. Bangoya. Because they actually did not spend the time because no one didn't call their apprentice because first of all, the name tag differently. Secondly, where they can't win, and the most important thing, most of the boys, the young boys now, they want quick money, quick wealth. Nobody wants to be patient enough for go through the crucibles. They go to land the work so after 6 months, 1 year, I don't tire for the kind of what they do the same thing every day, give me chicken change. That chicken change when they give you, watch what you do. You go get 10 girlfriend in the street, 4 girls. You don't born 2, 3 up in the street because the chicken change not going enough for you because you don't go total responsibility to big pass you. So these are all some of the issues where they affect young people. We make poor decisions at the early stages of our lives. It used to be a wonderful and amazing process where masters train, teach, equip their apprentice. And then when they give them the blessing on top of it, they give them their tools, they give them everything, their network, their contact, and then they even give them some of their customers. Say, you go work at this man, he knows what to do now. He can do that for me. It used to be like that. What happened? I'm just making a joke saying the apprentices were there, but it goes beyond that. Our mentality changed. Young people these days, we don't get one patient. It's a microwave society. Everything we want are now. Nobody wants to be under somebody and learn from that person. If you are struggling with deciding or becoming somebody or something, one of the best and quickest way now for identify somebody that knows what they're doing and go say, I want to be your apprentice, I want to learn under you. Not if I go take you burden, your burden, touch your family burden, go even for that person. No. Now if I go learn the work, spend time, learn, study, read, research, go to the work, ready for the dirty work. Yes, the master ever sit down, folding armchair, relax, they watch you do the dirty work. That is why you are there. But the young people are then they complain past, oh man, we do work in Boko. They give me chicken change, they even give me transport, team for itself, they give me. All that they can ask, so every day they work and they do nothing. We complain the most. Like, why? You just begin make small money and you start taking responsibility. You start living like as if you are the master. What's that they do? It forces you to start being dishonest. They go thief, begin take mami coca. We call her mami coca. We don't give her mami coca. Begin take mami coca, go poor people in property, and by extension, you not sabi the good one it. Now you are destroying the legacy and character of your master. Because Tetuma, that man, he works in your company, he works in your garage, he works with you. Now he can't plan me business, so I need to do business with you again. That's exactly what has happened over the past years. We have to talk about these things. We have to recognize how much our society is being damaged by the so-called sociocultural effect of poor decisions. We keep making poor decisions as young people. We need to talk about these things. We need to learn to go back to the basics. Be extremely patient. Bruce Lee say, be fluid like water. Be shapeless. If you want to learn, be fluid. Ready for absorb. Ready for learn. Get enough information. Ready for make yourself available to the people that knows. Humble yourself. Be of servitude. That's how you learn. You have to serve to be a leader. You cannot get up and lead just like that. So recognize masters at their craft. Be humble enough and for say, I want to be like that person and want to learn from them. Be humble for go under that person there. Learn the best. Spend time, understand what they do and how they do it and why they are good at what they do and how you can improve yourself. Be extremely patient with the financial burdens and the financial constraints because that is what really discourages more people. And then, after amassing so much skills, expertise, if with the left self, if the master self, no, you find out says the master is a user, is a condescending master, is somebody who doesn't have a very good relationship with people, is greedy, he is very arrogant. Yes, the master can't be perfect. Is it about the master or it's about you learning skills that you would use that will be left with you? That skill will never depart from you. That skill will be with you for the rest of your life. Is it about that or the master arrogance? The master is where he is right now because of the price he paid. What price are you willing to pay? Yes, I know we have masters, people who says, you know better on get easy. Me, they can't suffer the same way I suffer. You have people like that. You have also masters that say, I'm going to make it easier for you. Me, I suffer. I'm going to make it easier for you. You have those people. Whatever situation you find yourself in, the most important thing is your passion, your desire to become as good as the master or even beyond that master. Whatever the condition you're working under, it shouldn't be a limitation. It's not an excuse for you to fail. It's not an excuse for you to jump ship. It's not an excuse for you to abandon that master when you're not ready. When you are fully ready, you can come and meet the master. Master, I'm ready. After years of being humble, serving generously, serving honestly, you can come to the master. Now I'm ready to go out there and start my own. The master will automatically give you your blessing and say, my son, you can go. I don't say yes, I've not been this kind of person to you, but I feel like you are ready now. Go. Una scatter fine. That gives you blessing. That gives you so much blessing. Don't live in a bitter situation. That's the same energy you are going to transfer to your customers. This is why we have so many talented young people out there, but they get horrible customer services. They get horrible customer services. They're unprofessional A1 because you not spend time. You fail to spend time and learn the trade. So when we are talking about mentorship, basically, now we don't use the language, the fun language, the pop language. We call them mentorship. We don't abandon apprenticeship. We call them mentorship now. It's fun. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool language. You know, even my show is a mentorship show. But basically, my show is basically an apprentice and master show, right? It's the same thing. Now, but just because society has evolved, we've changed the whole title, and now we're making it fun. But the principles are the same. The principles, they still remain the same. Young people, if you're listening to me, if you're watching the show, if you really want to succeed in this life, you have to be disciplined, extremely disciplined. You have to tell yourself, I am going to succeed no matter what. And following beyond being disciplined, you have to be humble. You have to be willing to serve. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be extremely patient. You have to trust God. You have to pray. Keep praying and asking for extreme. It's not an easy thing. You wake up in the morning and go to work. Your master looks at you in one kind of way. You can say they curse you out. Maybe you don't answer yourself. Since they say, come on, and you abuse you all day. It happens. It's natural. But what are you there for? You are there to tap from his skills. You are there to tap from his network. He grew those networks. He built those skills over years of pain and suffering. Are you willing to do the same? I mean, I'm not in for the Hollandi. I get sense passer, a sabi passer, a smart passer. Where are you? What have you done now on your own? You're not the rudest, if not English language, you're not the worst apprentice ever. Don't get all your customer there because you failed to really study, learn, and improve. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Study, learn, improve on waiting the master they do, so you can become better than him or better than her in what they are doing in their craft. It's your responsibility. Now you walk down there. So no excuses. Canceling, lack of canceling. It's the same thing, you know, when we talk about the challenges. How often do you see people, you come to people that are smarter than you to cancel you? Or talk to a therapist, or talk to you imam, or talk to your pastor? How often do you actually, you want to be vulnerable, to open up? You talking to your friend, be open up, be vulnerable to your friend. You're not helping yourself. You party now, all not the same, not all equal. What you advise you? What he gets? What's information they get beyond for advice you? Me, I need to go tell nobody. I need to go tell person in business. If I tell person in business, they go talk on a pulpit, they go talk on a mosque, they go explain them. Yes, there are people like that. I'm not saying they are not, but there are also people you can trust. How often can you tell them your challenges and they can help you cancel you? You need constant counseling. You need to talk to people constantly because we are humans. We are flawed designs. We are not perfect designs. The Bible itself said it. We are born as sinners. No man is born without a sin, which means we are flawed designs. You are born into this world as a sinner. You already don't sin. That baby will cry is a sinner. It's biblical. So we are flawed designs. And when you're born into this world, you're born with the feelings of everything: jealousy, hate, envy. You're born with those feelings. Now, what heightens those feelings, it depends on genetics, your environment, your parent, right? And so I'm saying all of this to say, we humans, we get tired sometimes, emotionally exhausted. So you need somebody to constantly elevate your spirit, somebody to constantly encourage you. How often do you do that? How often do you see people say, "This, you are my mentor, you are my counselor. Let me come and cry out to you." So you can. I do that all the time. Me pastor all day I cry panam. Reverend Bassi, I cry to him all the time. I go to him and say, "Reverend, it's not easy for me. It's challenging for me." And he will sit me down and give me those words of encouragement and tell me what to do. And that's all I need to hear. You need it. How often do you pray and ask God for your strength? You need that in becoming who you want to become. It comes with it comes with the territory. Succeeding in life is not an easy path, but you have to learn to seek counselors. We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back and continue from where we left off. Don't forget, you can also be a part of the show. Send in your text message on 079-994-993, or you can call us on 079-994-993. See you in a bit.
Famous to all the baby where don't woke me at, where don't make me feel like say I'm not man enough. I no get nothing for offer. To all the party when look down on me, where don't make me feel like say my life no go become something. Yeah. And they walked away. All the people who promise for help me, they say come office today, tomorrow next tomorrow. The story not just the same, but I refuse to give up. I kept on hoping, I kept believing. Now everything don't change. Me wanna see me life now. It don't get tired now. Famous standing name now. You know the feet say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Play with me baby now. Anything I like I they buy now. Turn up, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. For this one where we there, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The easy why someone go stay. Now only God know.
Welcome back again. This is your favorite talk show, the Talk to M show, brought to you by Epic Radio 99.3 FM. I am your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangura. Thank you for being a part of the show. If you're listening to us on radio 99.3, thank you for listening. If you're watching us on the Facebook page, thank you so much for being a part of the show. You can also send us a text message on 079. Oh, I'm getting a call right now. Let me pick that call. Hello, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How is it going?
I'm fine, sir. Where your name and where you call from?
I call from God.
Yes. Yes, Samuel. Yes. So, what are you take on this topic?
So, I love the program. The program is very educational.
Yes, sir.
I really like the way you work on the program.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So, you listen with the family, or are you one going to listen right now?
I think with the family, I really become a woman. Honestly, we just for them when it's there for women. So,
Yeah.
the way that them food then.
Okay.
The way they talk about apprentice business,
Yeah.
program.
Yes. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you to your family. Okay, sir. Have a great evening. Yeah, so thank you so much, Kola. So basically, what we're saying is, coming back to the apprentice thing, the apprentice and just don't tarnish the name of like the actual apprentice. What do you mean? If you ask 90% of the apprentice and then put them and the master, they end up bad. They're always fighting. They always cost the master. They argue. They're basically rebels. It adds for make you see a success story of an apprentice where you really patient on a master and become successful. Okay, we get another call. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
This is not the Talk to M show. Yes, with my name and where you call from.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. How would hear you?
Hello?
Hello, good evening. How are you? With my name and where you call from.
Okay. When Alpha, I actually gave feedback.
Yes, Alpha.
There's some negative feedback on the line, but anyway, I will still go ahead.
Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah.
Um, I enjoy the topic
Yes,
that
sir.
you mentor in engagement and advisory,
Yes, sir.
and it just reflects within, of course, exists now with society nowadays.
Yeah.
The way how maybe doing that kind of old generation.
Okay.
I'm very young,
Okay. Okay.
I didn't meet 30s, early to mid 30s.
Okay.
But I mean, doing we don't say we will be small,
Yes.
considering how we parent them in day and how we neighborhood be
Yes.
and the premium which society will get in terms of order.
Yes.
Order, I mean, uh, everybody they keep things set and make sure say him and family they do well and behave well. One.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, even community people
Yes.
can serve as mentors or so
Mm-hmm.
to begin the way they grow up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it comes to now sending children in school, we dey see even some parents that we can late
Yes.
or consider that kind of option.
Mm-hmm.
So, say for example, in their rural environment or their remote places, and maybe in Africa,
Yeah.
you dey see neighbors and they come inside,
Yeah.
then they ask their families or their parents, and they push them and urge them from them do so.
Yes.
We consider what they happen now, now the street.
Yeah.
You really don't see that I fail,
Yeah.
that failure on society.
Yeah.
We dey see so much young people, small or whatever. At some point, you maybe look at some people who are picking.
Mm-hmm.
They all around the street. If you dey drive na the street of freedom and you get side away traffic slow, you go see what they come and they make like they clear traffic for you.
Yeah.
Where you don't, where they don't. Next thing they control the traffic.
Yeah.
Not to them,
Yeah.
but where you don't almost clear the good and they go say waiting now. Sometimes they, if you just continue your journey, they will just give you one bad word.
Yeah.
Say who they meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dey see about them just along the street. Then sit down there and they look for any opportunity where they get to
Yes.
mistake
Mm-hmm.
as a motorman. You mistake left your bag
Yeah.
open or carelessly hold on. You mistake left your car unlocked
Mm-hmm.
or even your glass lay down.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
me, this like generation of failure
Yes.
to regeneration. Now I don't know how for put time, maybe too hard, but this can't say how it happened before.
Yeah. I mean.
Before now, so say worst case pikin no go do well at school.
Mhm.
Obviously, if parents then go don't look say no, this not the do well at school. Make a pen skill or trade
Yes.
for me go learn.
Yeah.
And you dey see the one and the way their parents then put them to that skill, then they under the postman then obviously then they obey,
Yeah.
they listen because they never choice for going at treat. Then
Yes.
then the neighbors, communities, and society they look out for picking the way no one for. Take control and hold.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you let na treat neighbor they hold you, that go teach it mama or
Yeah,
papa.
it was a
And
communal.
your mama or
It was a
papa, they add on
communal.
top
Yes,
the
it was a
people
communal
according to
thing.
later treat.
Yes, it was a
Now
communal
you go
thing.
see parents them when them bobo them go na house at 10, 12 years and go na house then 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock night.
Yeah.
Go small things say account small money, I don't go on to.
Yeah.
The parents are the glad.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yeah, I know. I
I
know.
don't know how, but
know.
it's a real first generation.
Yeah.
They come to, or if not already now.
Yeah.
But I don't know what people for do. We need to do something about it.
Yeah. Thank you so
We
much.
need to do something about it.
We have
Otherwise,
to.
not
We have
just real generation now,
Yeah.
but as generation they come after we and even beyond,
Yeah.
they're going to be worse back how we did now.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so
And
much
how
for your
we will
contribution.
develop as a nation in this way.
Yeah.
Actually, don't speak too long on the line.
Yeah, thank you so
Well,
much.
just
Thank you.
compare.
Thank you so
very
much. Thank you. Yeah, so I mean, clearly the call had expressed genuine concerns, genuine challenges, and actually, I agree to a large extent that we people in field, in the past, and now we're actually seeing that and living that and suffering from that failure. It's our responsibility. So that's why for me, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be seen as a failure. That's why we design a show like this. So we will continue to get the words out there in the small echo chambers, and wherever we are, we will keep talking about these things, helping young people, making the necessary changes and just help them and point them in the right direction for make them become better people, make better choices. choices. That is why we have, so when you start making bad choices, it leads to, it goes right up the food chain. And when I say right up the food chain, it goes straight into, impregnating somebody you actually know love, getting children in the street, care about. You don't want to hear about them. You don't want to know about them. They support them. They help them in any way. You born in Pikindina, you know what they send money for and stuff. You don't even know how they go. Children that grow out, from the family structure. They're raised by single parents. That's exactly. This is where it starts. This is where it begins. The start of making poor decisions, and it just continues. It keeps growing. So we want to see how best we can have some of these conversations. Listen, if we don't hold honest conversations like this, we're not going to change society. We won't go anywhere. So if we start having conversations like this and pointing fingers at, people, ask them to be accountable, say you are actually reproducing poor decisions. You're reproducing a very defective society. You are a major. If you get picking out there, you need to take care of a bikini. You born them because you don't like the mama. You now a factor to reproducing a very bad and unproductive society. Yes, now not make you suffer so. Likewise, in mommy, you get picking. You did to him papa. You don't want to send money. You don't want to care about the picking because you don't like the papa. You extend that hatred to the papa. You are a contributor. This is exactly why this show was designed. So that's what we are talking about. Let's be accountable and be open-minded for talk about these tough things and these hard, decisions. That's how we can change society. And now, moving on. So they say, there are apprentices before them. This is why most of them, they are failed. Most of them, if you look at them now, they are the ones that are actually taking the kush. They fell off. They end up for go sit on a bike. They live all day. They have failed because they refuse to be extremely patient. They're rude, they're abrasive. In fact, they made it a culture that you have to be rude and abrasive to become an apprentice. They make them fashionable. Say apprentices for being rude. Talk to customers any kind of way. Be abrasive, be rude, be arrogant. Talk to you as if then they pay you a month's done. It become, part of the whole package for becoming an apprentice. And that's not how it used to be. That was not how it was designed to be. If we failed as a society, we failed. So let's start having these conversations and see how best we can fix it. Now, mismatch between aspirations and opportunities. It's also a major challenge, okay? And I think I keep going off on a tangent, but I want to draw us back to why we are here. And the reason why we are here is to specifically talk about career choices. And these are some of the challenges that impedes, career choices. And as I was saying, mismatch between aspirations and opportunities. Some people have a particular aspiration. They have a particular opportunity. They have a particular aspiration, but the opportunity that presents itself, for instance, right? Let's say I want to become a cybersecurity expert. All right, this is what I really want to become. But sometimes it gets to somebody we can take and say, man, Carlo go start this small business. And saying best friend, they say, but Carlo go start this small business. And actually, they are not entrepreneurial. They don't get the passion for doing business. They don't get the business spirit. And then they're like, yeah, logo, that thing there. And what happens? Peer pressure leads you to follow that whole thing. And you realize, say, your skills is actually a mismatch to the opportunities available to you. So you should be able to recognize that. One way is to, first of all, always, before you make a major decision in your life, I do that all the time, pray about it. Commit unto God. That's the first thing. Secondly, do an introspection. What skills do I have? Which are they going to do in this particular role? What would I love it? Would I like it? Would I really find joy doing it when I wake up in the morning? Why I will get the motivation for grab every day and go with a smiling face and do the same thing that's expected of me? Ask yourself those questions so that it can be a mismatch. You cannot have logical skills and you highly intelligent and you highly logical, but you end up for become something where you not even apply your logic skills. That skill dies. It dies a natural death. Okay, so that's exactly what we're talking about here. So evolving interest. I understand. 10 years ago, you want to become somebody different. In the next 10 years, you want to become somebody different. That also could possibly hinder, you making the right choices. You don't know what you want to become. Every day you want to become this person, you want to become that person. So remember, we talked about this. If you have evolving interests like that, seek a mentor, ask God for direction, and seek counselor, seek counseling. You have to be intentional. You have to do the work. You really have to do the work. It takes a lot of work. It takes work. It's not something you just grab and do. No, it takes work. Be intentional about investing in yourself. Because whether you like it or not, you cannot run away from adulthood. You can't run away from adulthood and its responsibilities. You can't. Society is going to catch up with you. You will pay those taxes. You will feed your family. You will go married and pay that. You will do it. You cannot run from it. You can't. You will rent a house. You would buy property. You'll be responsible. Or unless you choose for end, you do what you want for doing, just get out of the picture. But I wouldn't say that. But I mean, you have to do it. So why not invest in yourself in the resources you need to become and do what you have to become? I'll get a call with the guy inside. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show. What's your name and who's the call from, please?
So I just get some inspiration, especially this last example you mentioned.
Yeah.
You cannot hide or run away from being an adult.
Yeah.
And being responsible, obviously. I don't see examples of some colleagues.
Yeah.
I would say friends they will be small, they come up, they end up, we parents them always they want follow you go school, you they make gangster business, you avoid.
Yeah.
You balance anything. Sometimes they say go land work, you they make no more still like a gangster. And now they are grown ups like me, possibly even more than me.
Yeah.
Some man they say, well, go marry this and that, a huge responsibility. You get for friend money and we don't marry, you get for put your money every day.
Yeah.
Imagine they have actually been responsible now.
Yeah.
Even though they not get nothing for offer.
Yeah.
They don't get girlfriend them where they don't born for them 2-3 picking them.
Yeah.
For already afraid say for marriage difficult, but
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Look now, you don't mature, you need a woman.
Yeah.
You get girlfriend, you go impregnate her, you don't get 2-3 picking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
So how you dey survive? You dey struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's very, very, very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just in addition for say, what even me know as apprentice before.
Yeah.
Even if let's say you want put them in a very nice way, a mentee, where you get a mentor.
Yeah.
Now person we dedicated, we very patient,
Yeah.
we ready for gain. Or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you dey even see the one when you mentor.
Yeah.
I mean, some people them around we can know, can even feel bad for you. Say, oh no, this person way we dey work on that bad, they treat you negatively, this and that. But some people that will be turn apprentice, they will get them blessing and they don't accomplish their life. Then they be and say, this is a blessing you get for turn up.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
then they able for now know how they manage their life.
Yeah.
Able for work under pressure, even when they be their own self
Yeah.
and their own self boss. Because they're able for manage for work through somebody who be possibly difficult.
Yes.
Don't work under pressure.
Yeah.
That is a good thing for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And coming to choosing waiting a career path or waiting maybe you go out for B in the future. Again, like how you say no more, you know go get and right at a goal.
Yeah.
You know go just sit down. You say, now this I want for become.
Yeah.
In most or some cases, yes. It will happen with the blessing from God and your parents and whatever.
Yeah.
It will happen for you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in some instances, you go tell you buck.
Yeah.
You know, you dey say this. I know they see myself, they work for me well, whether you're not able to grasp the learning from it.
Yeah.
Or
Alpha.
it takes you so many
Alpha. Thank you so much. Yeah.
People be open and try to see what will work well for you.
Thank you so much for being a part of the
Actually,
show.
look forward for make with society be a change one.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Keep being
Thank you,
being the change maker and continue to influence young people and help them change. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Yeah, so I mean, this is what we're saying. These are actual real issues, affecting our society, and then they are actually affecting lives, real people out there living their lives. I mean, Alpha is right. He's entirely right. He just put a button on the whole topic we're talking about now. So let me quickly run down to some of the the career choices, that I think, I don't know if I will talk about this now because I don't. So now we get traditional career choices. I want for let we talk about, but I will find some time for really talk about those career choices for the one that we learn book. We go talk about those ones. We go also talk about career choices for people they don't see themselves going to university or being in the four walls of a university, which is fine. Not all man get for going to university. I mean, that's perfect. But some people struggle as to where do I go to learn skills, because also very importantly, skills training and skills development is one of the most critical career choices you will ever make. Developing and having real skills, hands-on skills. Becoming a mechanic, becoming a painter, becoming a mobile watchmaker, whatever you call yourself, a mobile phone, repair technician, becoming a TV technician, becoming a laptop technician. These are actual real skills that brings you so much money. HVAC technicians, people who make all them ACs vent. We get for AC, Tego. No matter how developed the world become, we will have ACs everywhere. If we're going to have ACs, we need mechanic for fix those ACs. For instance, plumbers, okay? Plumbing, you need water. No matter how developed the society becomes, we need plumbers for can fit in, fix the pipe, run the pipe, and make it work. We need hands-on skills people every day of our lives. We all use mobile phones. Sometimes the phone will just begin to wink. It just needs small tweaking. Take it to the technician and mechanic and fix it, and then he gives. So go seek if that's your forte, if that's your strength, if now you see yourself, if you see yourself like somebody where you're good at these things, you hands-on at these things. Not only go learn the practical, try to get small theoretical, knowledge about it as well, because it helps a lot. So you go formalize your trade. Where that's the other thing we get for talk deeply about. One thing we haven't done in this country, as at the about for round up now. One thing we haven't done in this particular Sierra Leone, when we go through school, when they teach us and whatever they learn we in our school, one thing they do not teach us is how to use your career choice to be entrepreneurial. How do I make money from whatever career choice I choose? Whether I go do criminology or sociology, how do I take criminology and sociology and be entrepreneurial with it? Whether I go do politics, how do I take politics and use them and use them as a business? That is what they don't teach us in school. But actually, that is supposed to be the ultimate goal for everybody, every young person out there now going to school, whatever you are doing, whether you are doing my medical laboratory, whether you are doing pharmaceuticals, whether you are doing politics, whether you are doing humanities and arts. Think about, how do I take these qualifications, this career path, and make it an entrepreneurial thing? How do I make money out of it? If we start to think about it and start teaching young people how to make money with their career pathways, I believe the approach to choosing a career will change. And now it would go in a package. So you learn entrepreneurship, part of it in school, whatever stream you find yourself in, and at the same time, in addition to that, you learn how to use that career you choose to become an entrepreneur. That is where I want to see Sierra Leone veer towards. Now that side I want to see higher education, our academic structure, the academic change we want to see. That is where we want to see it go. Please, let's learn to utilize our career choices and make it entrepreneurial. That is where the money is. Entrepreneurship is one of the critical factors in taking people from poverty and elevating them, into the middle class. Thank you for being a part of the show. This show was brought to you by Mulko Suleiman Bangura, your host, and in collaboration with Epic Radio 99.3 FM. To all my callers out there, thank you so much. And I hope you learned a lot. I hope you had fun in learning and listening and being with me in this journey. Now, we're going to take a 2 weeks break. We're going to come back strong in January, and we're going to have guests. And our guests will share with us their journey, in becoming who they are. We're going to have, me guests to Adikout. Adikout fake guest. I bring people of substance. We're going to have those people. They will share with us their story. What did they do? What did they do? Who did they speak to? Who was their mentor? Would that be their master as an apprentice? And the discipline, everything they sacrificed, for what they wanted to become in life. We're going to have those people, and they're going to share their story. And I wish and I want you to tune in to learn from those people and see how you can apply, what you have and what you do now, and for you to become whatever you want to become in life. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I am sending you all my love, wishing you a Merry Christmas in advance and a Happy New Year in advance. Enjoy responsibly. This is the holidays, and I must say a big rest in peace to one of my greatest Sierra Leonean musicians, Steady Bongo, Lansana Shaif. I love them so much. He's one of my favorite musicians. I always talk as now one of the only Sierra Leonean and then we go singing music. I don't see this as salon music. Any side of the world, he had an identity. Today he's not here today with us. Continue to rest in peace, legend. To you out there, take care of yourself, be safe, enjoy responsibly, and I will see you again next year on the Talk to M show for amazing shows for you. Until then, have a great evening. Tata.
Famous to all the baby with the book me at.